Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Question of the day: how was Greece? So we're gonna get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Cortez, throw up the threes. 3-3-3 for that one.
3-3-3. Yeah, Cortez just recently came back from Greece. I just spent damn near 2 weeks in Greece. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about Europe. We're gonna talk about Greece. How was Greece? That's the question of the day, man. Let's go.
So let me see I'll ask you. So when you got there, what was one of the first things you noticed about the country? Aside from the graffiti, because it's a lot of graffiti.
I mean, once we kind of got out of because close by the airport, it's a lot of stuff that's a little rundown in Athens and stuff like that. So once we got kind of out of that and got really into where the living is in the city and all that, I just noticed how beautiful it is. I think I've been to 25 countries. Greece is Greece is the most beautiful country I've been to so far.
It is the most beautiful country.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful country I've been to so far. It's very, very easy on the eyes. I could say that I literally feel like my eyesight got better while I was out there.
Well, it probably did because you weren't breathing in toxins all day.
That too, but even just the depth perception and the use of your everything is mountains and sea and depth and hills and inclines and declines, turn, and so you're using the full scope of your vision and shit. I feel like my eyes adjusted themselves while I was out there.
Very bright.
Yeah. The stars in the sky,
very bright country.
Yeah, you definitely could tell how polluted our area is after being over there because the stars are so bright in the sky every single night.
You don't need a nightlight.
You don't need nothing. It's bright, it's literally bright. You know what I'm saying? The stars are bright as hell. But yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Yeah, the first thing but I got there in the daytime. So the first thing I noticed was to answer your question. The first thing I noticed was how beautiful it was.
That and there's so when you go to most countries or even most of the places in the United States, you don't really want to if somebody's standing in the middle of a terminal somewhere, you kind of want to ignore them. Not in Greece. They are trying to direct you to where you're supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And even just bystanders, not even people who just work there, but they're trying to direct you to where they don't like when people are not where they're supposed to be at. They want to make sure you're getting where you're supposed to go. And they do a really good job of being very hospitable. Even if you don't speak a lick of their language, they do a very good job of being hospitable. I mean, yeah, everybody's got their own hangups on how you treat them, blah, 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 blah. But as far as coming in, they know you're a tourist. They know you're from America, and they know that you're trying to get somewhere. And for the most part, they try to make sure you get there. They don't have a problem answering questions. They're not rude like that. I noticed some of the issues I've had in life. I noticed the air quality immediately.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I took in a huge breath, and I'm like, this is great. I was we played on top of the mountain at the very tip.
That goes back to living in a corporation versus a country. They still have all their female, obviously they tear down vegetation to build just like any other nation and stuff like that. I mean, trees and bushes was everywhere. So we got to build somewhere, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they do preserve a lot of their nature. And they do still have a good ratio of female and male trees. And so naturally, even just the pollination. Yeah, no, I'm just saying the pollination that you talking about air quality. So the germination of the female trees and the pollen of the male tree, that's supposed to be a process that works itself out. Over here, we have thick ass and high pollen counts, thick ass air and high pollen counts because of the lack of female trees, because they don't want you to have free fruit all up and down the sidewalks. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want every single house to have fruit trees in their yard. Every house to have fruit trees in their yard.
Our suburbs don't plant them.
Well, what I understand is by design is what I'm saying. And there's only certain parts of the country. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So when you talk about the air quality, that's why it's so much better over there. You know what I'm saying? Because they still have their natural ratio to some degree of because the villa I stayed in when I was in Milos, because I was in I stayed in 3 different parts of Greece. I stayed in Athens, I stayed in Milos, and I stayed in Suanio. I think that's how you say it. Right by the Temple of Poseidon. So I stayed in 3 different parts of Greece while I was out there, for days at each spot type shit. So I got to experience all those different areas. But obviously, there's way more to it. You can go back there every year for your whole life and not see it all. The people you could be from there and not see it all. Real talk. Even though it's small, it's 50 islands. And then
it's a lot of islands.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's over 50, they said. So it's That's a lot. So he said Greece is heavily industrialized country. No, not at all. And
No,
that's
it's
what we're
not at
talking
all.
about.
But they do
Yeah,
have very good. They have a very good oil and petroleum producing country. They are very good at refinery, and they are very good at making their own gas. Yes, it's
yeah,
expensive, but they are self-sustained. They do not need outside help. Like
yeah,
they take it because every country takes it, but they're a
yeah,
country that could survive. They did for 10,000 years. They survived on their own. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like we can even talk about like the vegetation out there, since we already were talking about air quality. We could segue into like the nutrition aspect of it. Like the villa I stayed in when I was in Milos, that's what I was going to say. The villa I stayed in when I was in Milos, they fed us breakfast off the trees like every
Yeah.
day. So they took olives off the trees and made the olive oil. Then they'll whip some of it into like this little, like almost like a mayonnaise, like a little spread. Then they took like the berries and stuff, cleaned them off, gave us, we had fresh fruit plates. And then some of the stuff obviously wasn't off the trees. Everything didn't grow in the yard, but it was all like freshly pulled from where it was from. Like we had
They
fresh
made it either
watermelon.
that day or the night
Yeah,
beforehand.
no, that was that day. It was that there was no, because
Yeah.
out there, they don't believe in like refrigerators and stuff. So everything that needed to stay cold, they just put it on ice. You see what I'm saying? So it's like once you cut this pineapple, its intentions is to be consumed today. It ain't no dice the pineapple up, put it in a plastic container, put it on
Eat
a
this
shelf, and
today.
then it's or we not gonna cut it. You see what I'm saying? Or we not gonna
You know what
cut
I
it.
didn't see
But
one time? I did not see a single canned good.
no, ain't none of that. And then like even like the certain ingredients are just illegal over there. So like for example, like I saw like my little niece, she was drinking Fanta. You know what I'm saying?
It's
The whole
different.
time. It's actually orange juice damn near.
It's
You know what I'm
orange
saying? It's
juice. It's
carbonated
orange
orange
juice.
juice. Yeah, it's not like unhealthy and shit. So like she was drinking that the whole time. That's not a paid ad just for
You
YouTube
know that's what it
transcript.
used to be,
For
right?
for the transcript, that's not a paid ad. But yeah. Yeah,
So
no,
Fanta
I know.
used to be
I
just
know.
like that with all the flavors
Right.
until Coca-Cola bought the company.
It don't even matter about who bought it. It's just the country in general. I don't know where you just went, but I know you'll be back. But it's about the country in general. Like those ingredients that they put in it in America is illegal over there. I'll wait till bro come back on camera. But like the ingredients, oh there you go. The ingredients are illegal over there. So like the dyes that they put in Fanta now, the artificial things, the preservatives, the powders, all that stuff is illegal. You literally in the country, you can't use it in food. You know what I'm saying? Like everything over there is natural. So like the whole time I was there, bro, I ate purely organic because that's all that's available. You don't have to pay extra to get organic or nothing. Like that's all that's available. Everything was just fresh, bro. And like I hadn't eaten, I was telling the chat earlier when I was doing the code language, I hadn't eaten
So
animals in over
you're
10 years.
vegetarian.
No, I'm not vegetarian. Well, kinda, yeah, more closer to vegan. But yeah,
Yeah,
because
just
yeah,
just just for lack
I
of
mean,
better
yeah,
words,
but
like you don't eat
plant
meat.
based, I'll
Yeah.
just say plant based. So like I hadn't eaten animals in over 10 years, but the whole time I was there, I ate fish, bro. I posted. I'm finna show y'all, man. I posted it
I saw
earlier,
the
but
fish
like,
you posted. Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like
You
everything. They just
so
caught
I'll
that
tell you
shit.
something funny. So us going there for athletic events, right?
hmm
And so what's the number one drink they give you at athletic against events that's not water in America?
Gatorade, Powerade, or some sort, like
So
some
let me
type of
tell
yeah.
you, Gatorade, so they sent us a memo out before we even took off. And they said, we know American teams are sponsored by Gatorade. You are not allowed to bring Gatorade in this country. We will arrest you.
Yeah. Because it's I mean we can't say certain things, but yeah, like it's not, certain things that they tell us are all the way beneficial to us just may or may not all the way be beneficial to us, all alleged for entertainment purposes and content creation. Well, yeah, that's just for the transcript, bro. But
And
yeah,
that's actually
so
helps me too in case somebody sees my face.
yeah, for
So
sure. So
thank
so
you.
but yeah, like certain things,
Thank you.
yeah, we gonna say what we saying, but we gotta say it a certain way, because
Yeah.
niggas is monetized now. So yeah, bro. But so it's one of them things where like just the food in general over there, it's harder
Cheese.
to you have to really, yeah, it's actually good for you and to some degree. To
The
some degree.
cheese,
I'm not real big fan of eating animal milk because it's not
never
designed
had
for
better
us.
cheese in my life.
But yeah, the feta cheese, I ate feta cheese every day when I was over there, gang.
Yeah.
Every
Never had better
single day,
cheese in my
bro.
life.
And I've never been a person who eats salad, but I ate Greek
Yeah.
salad every day when I
Greek
was
salad
over there.
every day.
Every day, bro. Every
The
day.
olives actually taste good because I don't like olives. I liked olives over there.
Man. And then they don't listen, and then ain't no such thing as like Lawry's, Old Bay, ain't no such thing as that. Like, ain't no seasoning salt. It's they putting herbs and squeezing like fruits over it. You squeezing lemon juice across it and just herbs and spices. Ain't no such thing as like seasoning salt. Like that's not like that.
You didn't
Like
try to
you know what I'm
taste it,
saying?
did you?
No, we went to a pizza spot, but it was closed. So we just ended up doing the gyros. I did a vegetarian gyro. That was phenomenal. I had two of
It was
those. I had
great.
one.
I had one
I
of
had
those. It was
yeah,
fantastic.
I had one with mushroom, and then I had one with falafel. Both of them was to die for, bro. To
How
die
did you like
for.
the shops?
It was cool. I mean, I bought some
Did you?
souvenirs. I got my little, you feel me, zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got some little trinkets and things. You know what I mean?
So I found out that for the most part, their commerce is unregulated when it comes to you making money.
Yeah,
So they do have taxes to pay, but the way they pay their taxes is not how heavily taxed. Like we're taxed upwards of 40% most of the time. You know what I mean? In America, for just about anything, we got 3, 4 different taxes. When you add that up, you'd be like, man, I thought this was $9.99. Why is it $15 now? And you like, well, you got taxed. You have to pay the state tax, the equipment tax, blah 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 blah. I ain't got to go into financial detail yet. That's not that show. But I talked to a lot of the shop owners, especially like the little bodega stands. I
yeah,
talked to them, and they're like, yeah, they don't bother us. So wait, I'm like, so you
yeah,
don't have to have an inventory and then give them a list of the inventory and do that? He goes, who does that? And I was like, we have to do that with our companies. And they was like, this is why y'all have problems.
yeah, yeah.
One
I
man
mean,
called it the greatest free country in the world.
what, Greece?
He said, as far as freedom goes. And what I noticed, here's a question for you. How many police did you see?
None.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't see 12. Yeah, I ain't see
You,
12.
you
No.
remember when I told you, I was like, bro, I didn't see police.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
ain't see
one
no.
the entire time. That's because there was 10,000 people in one stadium. So that's why
Yeah,
I like on the street walking in. That's why
yeah,
I saw a cop. But there was
yeah.
only one. There was one single officer for all of these people.
Yeah, I ain't see. Yeah, I didn't see the police, bro. I didn't. And then, like on top of that, too, it just wasn't. Oh, we got a question. Miles Bachelor said, "How's the treatment of melanated people?" Thanks for answering my questions. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, come on, Miles. You know how we doing, man. Ain't
We
no.
mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't black. I was American. I wasn't black. I was
Yeah,
American.
and that's not like they just look at you like me. I'm tall, like I'm 6'2". So some people looked at me kind of like, oh, are you an athlete or whatever? But nobody like approached me like that or whatever. A lot of people approach my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Because he is actually one. So I mean he's 6'5", you know what I'm saying? He built exactly like an NBA player and shit. So yeah, a lot of people walked up to him while I was right next to him, like, hey, do you by chance play in the NBA? Blah 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 type shit like that. But for the most part, like they'll assume you play a sport or just shit, nothing at all. For real. Like they brains don't even work like ours.
Their brains don't work that way.
They don't see people and just start making assumptions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I will say this though, I didn't see nobody, and obviously I didn't get to go too far inland because I know they right by it's close as hell to Africa, so it's Africans there for sure. But I didn't see very many people I didn't see nobody there that looked like me. So when I
But
tell
they
you,
have Africans. I saw a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
Africans,
But
but
they
they're
right by
Africans.
Africa. They right by
Yeah, they're
Africa. Yeah,
Africans.
yeah, yeah. But they Africans, right? They not like
Yeah,
right. So I
Africans
didn't
right
see.
across the street.
Yeah, but I didn't even see Africans. I just know they there. But I didn't see
Yeah.
anybody that
I
looked
saw them in Corinthians.
like me, like how I look. I didn't see nobody that looked like how I look at all. So when I tell y'all this, I say this: the way the women looked at me was surprising. I didn't have any expectations, but they looked at me like like the when they asked for the fudge to go on top of the 2 scoops of vanilla. That's how they was looking at me, like the hot fudge, folks. I ain't gonna
They
lie to you,
treated
and I'm
me
and I'm
great.
not a I'm not a person that move with arrogance, like, oh yeah, all the women want me. Nah, like literally, I have my shades on. I hop out, I'm walking around, can't nobody see what my eyes is, and I'm just looking around, and I'm talking about they looking at me like, one chick went so far as to be biting her whole lip up. I said, damn, it's like that for me out here, just little old me. I said,
Yes,
shit, yeah. But no, I didn't have no expectations. I didn't even think about it. But listen, if you got that glow, you can go out there and do it. You can have it your way. It's Burger King. I ain't gonna lie
they
to
are
you.
very nice to us. I will say that much, and
Yeah, yeah,
I will leave
yeah.
it there.
Leave it right there. Leave it right
They
to
were
just
very nice to us,
yeah.
and like
So,
I ain't got to make no more comments, but they're very nice to us.
yeah, he said salt is just a preservative, I guess, but it's natural salt out there like that. It's rock salt. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
getting it from the sea.
Yeah, the salt. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's totally different. Anonymous said, "I am Greek, and Greece is not free. It's just lawless. Everyone does what he wants, and that's why we are in the shitter. We need laws. Shit, I feel you. I ain't
Hey,
gonna argue. I ain't gonna
I can't
argue with
argue
you if
with
you
your
from there.
experience.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
from there. I was just there for
I'm
2
just telling
weeks.
you what they told me.
Yeah, I ain't even
Yeah.
I didn't even talk to nobody about how it is. I like lawless. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my speak.
He said, govern yourself.
I'm one. I just put it like this. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I vote, but I'm one who believe in people, handling their own shit. Let me put it like that. I believe in the least government interruption possible. That's what I like. If
Hold on,
if
hold
I
on,
if
hold on,
if
hold
I
on.
could, nigga, I'd be Tarzan, bro. Like, yeah, I like it. I like it when everything fair and square.
You said that earlier though, and I
You
agreed
felt
with
all
it
right?
because it's the
Yeah,
truth. When
yeah,
she was asking the question, when she was like, "Why didn't anybody call the police?" I didn't know anybody was supposed to.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. My point. So I'm consistent. Here. I'm
Yeah, I
consistent.
didn't know anybody was
Yeah.
supposed to call the
Yeah. I
police for
kind
that.
of now being from it, I can see why you will see it different. You see what I'm saying? But it's a matter. Like I said, it's all everything is perspective. This person, we can't tell them they wrong. They from it. You know what I'm saying? And how they
Yeah,
feel is how
I
they
can't
feel.
argue with
It's
you.
just like somebody visiting Chicago and telling me, oh, Chicago is the absolute dopest city of the whole state. You know what I'm saying? Me being from it, I may or may not agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Is it cool and popularized for me to agree with you when I'm out of town? Like, yeah, my crew, where I'm from is the dope. But shit, I ain't gonna for living, I wouldn't choose either one of my favorite states. But my favorite state to visit is New York. So I don't like, yeah,
I could never live there.
I would never want to
I'd have
live
to
there.
be
But
mega paid if I was gonna have to
yeah,
live in New York. I'd have to be mega paid, and that's not just about having money. It's just because the just how you move in New York is different.
yeah, but it's just dope. It's dope atmosphere, dope vibes. It's a lot of culture in there because it's right off the coast like that. So you got all them different cultures in there, man. The club atmosphere, the music, the way the DJ spin,
Unmatched.
mix, blend, all that stuff is just so unique, man. And it's just real cool, And if you're a person who believe in self protection and stuff, you don't have to have all the fears of like, bro, I'll catch the subway at 10 p.m. It's all good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's a certain way you move, and when you know
Yeah,
how to move like that, you could do it. So
that's
like
because you can
being
chew
so
A and you can box.
yeah, but being something facts, you know what I'm saying? Lay some shit
Yeah,
that, but being in Greece and like somebody saying, oh, like if there's a situation, just understand there's really no police to come help. Shit, I wasn't looking for them. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that like for me, that's not a con,
That's the major difference.
but I can respect how it's a con for this person. I can see how they could see it that way for
I
sure,
liked being left alone, and I
for
liked
sure.
not being over policed.
Yeah, that exactly. But see,
I
well,
enjoyed being able to do what I wanted to do.
but it's a difference of perspective because of where we from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And what we from.
exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So
I
so
can't go more than a mile without seeing a police
right.
officer in the United States.
Right, and them looking at you sideways just because of your presentation off rip. You see what I'm saying? So it's two different conversations, and ain't nobody wrong. But I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here. That's why we here.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, bro. Other
So
than that, the beauty of it, the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Let me talk about that a little bit. I love the Mediterranean. I think the Mediterranean probably for me, and this is a big statement, but I think it's past the Atlantic Ocean for me, bro. Yeah, man. Like the water is phenomenal. Once you get past the fact that it's abundantly salty, you appreciate the fact that there's no real danger of sharks for real, no real danger of predators for real. You know what I'm saying? And once you get past, like once you in this big ass body of water, you like, man, I know it got to be some big shit swimming through here at some point. But now, because the water is so salty, the major predators don't really
they don't go in the Mediterranean like that.
not too crazy unless you real close to the line where it meet the ocean. You kind of don't really, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. So, bro, caves, rock structures, all the mountains in the water. You know what I'm saying? Just the beauty of it, the whole thing, and then swimming in it. You don't really got to swim because it's so salty that you
Was it
kind of.
cold when you got there? Because the water was freezing when I was there.
No, it wasn't. It was perfect. It tell you.
Yeah, it
Absolutely
was.
failure. No, 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 no. Yeah, no. It was
Maybe if I would
absolutely.
have waited a month, it would have been a bit warmer. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
well,
The
I,
water
I
was
went, I went,
freezing
I
when I
went
was
about a
over
month
there.
after you, so you're right. I went about a month
Yeah,
after you, so you're right. But it's like, it was absolutely perfect, man. I can't lie to you. And I stayed in the water, and you just kind of float, bro. You don't even. I'm a good swimmer, but you don't even have to be. Like the water literally holds you up. If you
I
drown in the
got one negative.
Mediterranean, what?
So my only negative is because I'm Americanized, and this is why this is a negative for me. The Greek power grid
Oh no, I had go ahead.
The Greek power grid is terrible.
No,
They do not use electricity as much as possible. You know what I mean? They try to make sure they're not using electricity. Like as much as possible, they try not to. And I don't blame them. But I'm Americanized. Everything is ran off electric here. We got we some of our bills, our electricity bills cost more than what people spend in years in other countries. So I totally understand why they don't want to do that, or why they don't want to even spend the money to generate that much electricity.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have no issues with that because I was prepared. I had the power converter.
Yeah, I brought my stuff.
So the power grid was no issue for me. I had my converter with me. It did give me no problems.
One of the villas I stayed in, they had it to where like if you put your key into the wall, then you could turn on all the power in your room. But the minute you took your room key out the wall, you had no power in your room. So
that's common though. Like in other countries, it
is common.
Yeah, they save energy, bro. They actually save energy. They don't have switches where you just flip it and forget you flipped it and you just run it. Yeah, they don't do that. Ain't none of that. You need. We're gonna make it to where you have to be intentional about this energy that you're using. Absolutely, you have to be doing it on purpose for sure. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that, man. I'm accustomed to that type of stuff, bro. Like I said, this wasn't my, and obviously it wasn't yours either. But like I've been, far away where shit is a lot different before. Miles said I will swim, but I need to be able to stand up. You want to stay away from large bodies of water, dog. If you need to be able to stand up, you just stick to the swimming pool, Miles. I ain't gonna.
They got a pool right next to the ocean. You good?
Yeah. They'll put a pool in the ocean for you.
Saltwater pools.
That's another thing I saw. They was putting pools in the ocean. That's some shit I haven't seen before. They got these. They got these inflatables. I seen people having parties on them. So they got these inflatables that's in the sea, right? And there's a pool in the inflatable. So inside of this circumference of the floating inflatable, inside of this circumference, there's a netting at the bottom. So you don't have to worry about fish swimming all up on you. And you can't, it's only so deep. It's as deep as the netting goes. So it literally provides you like a swimming pool experience, but inside the sea. You know what I'm saying? And it's an inflatable. And then the shit had slides. It had slides. It had like this big ass inflatable. And they was having parties on them joints. I said, oh, they know how to kick it out here.
Did you go to the boardwalk parties?
No, I didn't go. No.
Where they be on the beach with the big
Nah, bro, I was in a lap of luxury, bro. I was in private villas, man, eating chef prepared, you know what I'm saying, cuisine, octopus.
I saw you were up on the mountain at one point, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I did. Yeah. Did you listen?
Did you do the Jesus pose?
Nah, man. No, sir. But the Temple of Poseidon vlog is coming. I think we on vlog number 4 right now. So
you're on
the Temple of Poseidon vlog is coming, man. It's coming for sure. Miles said perfect. LOL. Yeah, tell ya. That's what we say in Greek.
I enjoyed it. I will say this. The ants ain't no joke on the mountains. The ants are not a joke. If you mess with the ants, they will mess with you back. And neither are the flies. That'll probably be my only biggest takeaway is the flies are vicious and they bite.
Flies and the mosquitoes was hidden.
Yeah, they are vicious.
The mosquitoes was hidden, and these mosquitoes, you can't feel these. They got like a special Greek needle. You don't even know you got bit. My cousin she said between her 2 feet, her feet was swollen like this. She said between her 2 feet, she got hit for like 30-something mosquito bites around the ankles and the feet. Her feet was swelled up. Like she, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. She got hit. Crazy. I don't know what she put, like what type of oil she put on there, but they like that shit. They was soaking that up. They said she had that sweet blood. They was tearing her loose. Well, you couldn't feel it. You ain't feel it till it start itching. You ain't even know. If she bring
American products, if she brought American beauty products, they're immediately going to be attracted to that, and they're going to destroy you.
I don't know what product. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I know whatever it was, they wanted some of it, and they got.
I tell you this: after I jumped in the ocean, the first night that I was there, I got bit up, right? And so I jumped in the ocean. I didn't get bit again after I jumped in the ocean. And I kept getting in though every day. But after I got in the ocean, they didn't bite me anymore. So whatever the ocean did to my skin, because I got a ritual. My ritual when I go to a country that's on the ocean, I got to spend time in the ocean every time I go. I have to. I feel revitalized after.
Why wouldn't you? It's got healing properties. Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
If you ever go to Costa Rica, go to Jaco Beach and make sure you get on the black sand and get in that black ocean. and I guarantee you're gonna come out feeling years.
No. Hey, listen, Costa Rica just took one of ours, gang. The Black Ocean just took one of ours. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Michael Jamal Warner.
That's where he did.
Yeah, he was in Costa Rica. Yeah, I won't be swimming in Costa Rica and Costa Rica. On top of that,
I'll tell you what he did.
Wait, before you do, but on top of that, before Costa Rica is under travel advisory, bro. It ain't necessarily the safest place. I'm not really interested in having to put these on nobody, bro, because they think my bracelets is nice. I'm not, bro. I'm just trying to enjoy my vacation, bro. In some of them countries, they play too much. They do. Like all these dudes trying to be passport bros running to Dominican. Certain parts of the DR, bro, you don't want to be over there past a certain time. They play too much.
And some people it's Limon. If you go to Costa Rica and you try to go to Limon like all of these brothers do, because Limon is where like the thick chicks are.
Yeah.
But Limon is super broke. I went to Jaco. So I landed here in San Jose every time. I hang out in San Jose, which is the major city, and then I go to Jaco. Jaco is where there's money in that beach. You know what I'm saying? But I think what Malcolm Jamal Warner did, because the current is very strong and the undercurrent is very strong there too. He probably was there and he probably went under when he was out a little bit too far. And it's next to a volcano called Fortuna. And that undercurrent swirls and swirls and swirls. It will pull you under. You're not coming back up.
Why would they allow people to dive there?
There are no lifeguards.
Wait, so you said he probably was sailing where now?
He probably was by Fortuna in Jaco, and he got caught in that undercurrent that comes up underneath.
But this is the thing. Whoever was navigating a boat would have knew that though. And you know what I'm saying? Like the locals take care of you, bro. They're not gonna let you go swimming right there.
They ain't never. I'll tell you this. I've been there multiple times, 3 now, and every time that we go out there, the locals look out for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Even when we're not wearing USA stuff.
Yeah, I know they
look out for us.
Yeah, so whoever was, you know what I'm saying, navigating a boat, they're not gonna tell them this a good spot to die. Like, okay, the yachts we was on in the sea, we had Ken and Eva had 3 yachts back to back, right? So we got the yachts like tethered together at a certain spot, you know what I'm saying, side by side. You feel me? And then they was like, all right, it's safe to dive here. You know what I'm saying? And we was like right by like I mean, obviously the sea is the sea, it's wide open, but we was right by like a beautiful mountainous rock structure and all that where you could, you know what I'm saying? And it was a whole little setup. It was a demonstration, but they let us know, like, stay on this motherfucker over here. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't
that's my main question. Who let him off the boat?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Say reports say he was warned about the currents.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I know that beach better than any beach that I know other than North Avenue Beach. You know, I know that beach better than any other beach that I've ever been on. And yeah. I can tell you right now that you do not go in that water past like 25 to 30 feet out because you will get sucked into it and get sucked straight into the ocean, bro. Like when I say it grabs you, like that water, it feels like somebody put a hand on you and pulled you. You know what I'm saying? That's how strong the current is over there in Jaco.
Wait, how you survived to know about that?
I didn't go out that far. As soon as I felt it, I went out about 15 feet, and I'm having a good time frolicking with. Let's just leave.
Yeah, you was frolicking.
You know, frolicking, and as soon as I felt, because I fell, as soon as I felt myself lose a strength and get pulled a little bit, my homie was right by me. And so I literally, we grouped up together and we all came back to the beach and nobody went back in that water. And then some dude on a 4x4 came riding across the beach because it's shaped like a U like this. They came riding across the beach, across the little small little straight river area that cuts straight through Jaco. He came riding through all of that and he told everybody in English, don't go back in the water. Because it is pulling. Like and everybody was coming out the water. And I'm telling you, if you go out there thinking that, oh, I'm a strong swimmer, it doesn't matter if you're an Olympic swimmer, it will catch you, bro.
No, you don't have to explain it to me because the first thing I tell people who about to, because a lot of my friends and shit like that, that's cool with me. I love cruising because my favorite place to be is on the ocean, not a location. So I actually like being on a ship out where you can't see no land for miles. That's my favorite place to be in the world. You only
Tranquility.
You only get that experience by way of a ship if you want to do it the safest way. I'm not taking no boat that far out. You feel me? Or right, I'm gonna be on a ship, something big.
The waves are high too. The waves
exactly. So and the water gets unpredictable at times. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't see.
For
The
sure.
the water is black and the sand is
Right.
black. So
Right.
you cannot see.
Yeah,
And
at night you realize that the water is outer space, but that's a different conversation. We ain't gonna go there right now. But so yeah. So but yeah. So that's my favorite place to be. So when you out on these cruise ships and stuff like that, you understand, like when you go swimming in the ocean at different locations on these beaches, the first thing you realize the difference between learning how to swim in a pool and feeling like you a strong swimmer is how heavy natural bodies of water are. And I ain't talking about the lake. I'm talking about some shit that's damn near endless. The ocean is heavy. It's really heavy. So that's why swimming make you so strong. Like it's real. And so even just on days where the waves are very calm and light, even just swimming through it against a light ass, super settled current, it requires like strength, fam. It's heavy, physically heavy.
You ever got knocked out by a wave?
No, I've been knocked the fuck over, not out though.
Yeah, not
but
out.
Just over. But yeah, I've been trying to do one thing and then a wave hit me and stopped everything I had going on for sure. But
woke you
it's
up,
like,
didn't it?
I mean, you just realize what you up against. You ain't gonna win that one. So
you're not
it's
gonna win.
Right. So it's not surprising to me when you say, okay, this body of water be pulling. If it's pulling at all, it's too much for one man to just outswim. It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
You can be Michael Phelps and you still going
bro.
down.
It's mother nature, bro. And they say the best way to win is to go with it. So when it pull, you just go with it. Hold your breath and don't panic. And then they say it get to a point where you can get underneath it and then find space to come out. But that will require, being calm. They say that's what surfers do a lot because they deal with undercurrents. Them punks in the ocean 200 something days a year, so they dealing with all of it. You know what I mean? But back on Greece, the Mediterranean Sea ain't offer none of that, gang. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit different, boy. I wanted to swim in there for some hours, dog. I could have took a nap in that motherfucker.
Well, the salinity also adds to buoyancy with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you just floating. You ain't really got to swim. You ain't got to work. And then like the fact that I'm gonna say this: never say never, right? Because can sharks and killer whales swim in that super salt water? Yeah, they can. You feel me? But they not known to. You know what I'm saying? It's not common, especially when you super far in. You're not close to the line. You know what I'm saying? So you have some level of peace of mind that ain't no predator finna come, change your life. You know what I mean? And you just lay back and just enjoy the healing properties of the salt water. It hit different, bro. Greece definitely somewhere like, motherfucker might have to get situated. You know what I mean? The real estate situation out there decent too. If you know,
a lot for sale.
Yeah, kiddie pool, bro. Yeah. Yes, hey, that's if you need to stand, that's where you got to be, Miles. He said he need to be able to stand up. He definitely talking about the kiddie pool. But yeah, man. Aside from that, we talked about the food, we talked about the water, we talked about the beauty. There's only shark attack incident in Greece. There's only one shark attack incident in Greece in the last century. I appreciate that. Who is anonymous?
Yeah, you gotta let us know who you is, man. You cool.
But yeah, no, I get it. And so, like I said, I didn't see no signs of danger. You know what I mean? I was chilling.
I didn't see a single shark.
It was absolutely. I didn't see nothing with no fins at all. I mean, just fish. You know what I mean?
I saw a lot of fish.
Yeah, but it was awesome, man. I got kudos to Greece. Shout out to Greece, the most beautiful country I've seen thus far. If a different place take number one, I'll be here to support it. Report on it. But for right now,
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, bro.
It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's very easy on the eyes and just the food. Again, the food, man. I ate so good and so much, and it was so fresh, bro. That's just the word, bro. Fresh is the word.
Everything about it was fresh. I didn't have bad I didn't have any gastrointestinal issues. Any of the stuff that I deal with a lot of American food, or why I had to change my diet in the first place. Yeah. I did not deal with that in Greece. I ate a whole pizza with toppings and all types of stuff, and I was fine.
Yeah.
Woke up in the morning and played a football game the next day with no issues.
Yeah, for sure.
Lost my inhaler in Greece. Let's go say that. Lost my inhaler during a game and was able, that whole first game that we played, I didn't have an inhaler for the whole game and nobody knew.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I say, it's just dope. And I ain't gonna make it sound like it's perfect because shit, I mean, what country is, you know what I mean? But I could see myself setting up shop and not complaining about nothing because it just depends, and it depends on, the type of person you are too. Like, what you want out of life and what is considered ideal to you, what's considered luxury. I'm more of a nature and manually doing things type of person versus like city living and convenience, right? I'd rather have to go cut the tree down and make wood myself versus like the convenience of sliding up to Myers and grabbing some pre-lit wood or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like the easy light.
Is perfect for you then.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I like nature. All the places that's like that, the islands, any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I like nature. I'm like, while everybody moving towards technology, I'm using technology to run it up so that I can move back to
pragmatism.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
Being pragmatic will save you a lot more than being a person of convenience. For example, if an EMP hit
the building, my bad, Joe Jet in the building,
bro, we're gonna have chaos.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we already know what's up when the grid go down. You know what I'm saying?
You better know how to fight.
Well, listen, man. Everybody gonna have to go outside for something, and when you go outside, it's gonna be people that's worried about running into the wrong people, and there's gonna be people that's the wrong people to run into. Fortunately for me, I'm the wrong people to run into. Yeah. I'd rather be on that.
Run into.
Yeah, I'd rather be on that side of it all day, every day, all for entertainment purposes and content creation, allegedly. So yeah, man, we know how it's gonna look when the grid go down. It's gonna be zombie land, bro. So yeah, bro. But yeah, that was my take on how Greece was. Greece was absolutely amazing to me. I got me a little Greek tan. I ain't get too much darker, but I turned a little red. So you know what I mean?
Mine is like I'm still dealing with it.
Yeah. I feel good, man.
It felt great. Good. I came back and I felt great.
Yes, Lord. Shout out to Greece overall, for sure. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart, now harden